Have you ever stopped to wonder about how many different forms of cheese we can buy? Amazing, right? Let me highlight that I'm talking about forms, not types of cheese, otherwise we'll be here all day. Hang in there because these forms can apply to so many things in our kitchens and also outside the kitchen. So, let's get rolling. Speaking of rolling, this is called a wheel of cheese. Wheel as in the wheel of a vehicle, wheel of cheese. They both roll and they have a round shape. When we cut this into chunks, we call these chunks blocks. These are blocks of cheese. Did you know not all blocks come from wheels of cheese? Some blocks come from even bigger blocks. The shape of the cheese actually depends on factors related to its processing, like salt absorption, pressure, and ripening. There are several things that we can do with this block. Just to name a couple, slice it or dice it. When we say that something is sliced, it means that we cut it into thin pieces. That can be slices of bread, it can be slices of cheese, or even vegetables. But with the word dice, as in dice from board games, we actually refer to this shape. Small cubes, or tiny squares if you wish, as in diced cheese or diced carrots. If you're a pasta lover, you probably already know that this is called grated or shredded cheese. And this is called a grater. Don't confuse the spelling of grate with grate though, they are pronounced the same. On this side of the grater, we get a different texture of cheese though. We get this powder-like texture. They're not strips anymore, looks like powder. This is called finely shredded cheese. Okay, grated cheese, finely shredded cheese. Don't you just love a good salmon toast? I do. Now, in order to spread cheese on toast, it has to be creamy. It has to be spreadable, right? So we can't really store cream cheese like this. We have to have a proper container for it, and that container is called a tub. Tub, like bathtub, tub. So a tub is usually wide and deep, and it also has a flat bottom. This is a tub of cream cheese. What about this? Doesn't this cylindrical shape remind you of something? The word log refers to tree logs, which is either a part of the trunk or a very big branch that has been cut off or fallen off. And since it has the same shape, we call this a log of cheese. Log of cheese. Remember that logs have to be circular, so don't confuse them with sticks of butter. I don't have a stick right now, but this is a block of butter, and a stick is usually longer and thinner. That is called a stick of butter. They are rectangular, not circular. Not circle. How about fresh cheese? They usually have a soft texture and a very high water content, so they're stored in liquid to prevent them from losing that moisture. They usually come in tubs, like cottage cheese, or in bags, like this fresh mozzarella. Whether or not you're a foodie, a person who has an interest in food and drinks, this vocabulary can come in handy regardless of wherever you are, on a trip, living abroad, on a cheese tasting tour, or even on your couch looking up a recipe. Quick tip. A wide range of vocabulary is the key to expressing yourself freely in another language and also avoiding situations like this. Hello, I want my cheese like this, you know, small, pasta? This is not what I was looking for. Been there, done that. In Spanish though. Y Leaper has got you covered.